Forgiveness is something that many people struggle with. It could be because some just find it difficult to give others a second chance when they mess up. Or it could be based on the size of the offense and who it came from. But what would you do if your favorite athlete did something that wasn't so popular? Former NFL star Michael Vick funded an illegal dogfighting ring in his home in Virginia that led to the killing of several animals. And after serving time in jail for that, the former Atlanta Falcons quarterback made a public plea for forgiveness. Today we're here in San Francisco to find out if people think that Michael Vick will ever play again.
I presume Michael Vick should be hired by the 49ers and Raiders out here on the West Coast and would be standing room only. I would even go to the games, and I can't afford them. And by the way, my name is Bones, and I'm a basketball player at 75 years old. And we're playing here in the senior circuit. You don't want that? That's okay. How you doing, boss?
Do you think that people that are public figures as far as playing football deserve forgiveness if they make mistakes?
Could you repeat that question?
Do you think that football players deserve forgiveness if they make mistakes?
Sure, football players deserve anything else just like anybody else because they're playing a sport which might kill them. And most of professional athletes I know, when they get old, they have a good retirement, but they hurt a lot physically in terms of muscle injuries and bone injuries and things of that nature.
How do you feel about what he went to jail for, what he did?
Well, it's a good thing he went to jail. It probably improved his life and made him more of a man. And probably explained to him mentally that he shouldn't be killing animals like that.
Well, initially I was very surprised to hear that they were going to reinstate him, but I think the burden is on everybody to actually think within themselves what they feel about, people making mistakes and then coming back and rehabilitating themselves. But at the same time, you always have to wonder what they were doing with the animals, and it's just kind of hard to go back there because there's so many other things going on in the world that it's, you have to now think, oh gosh, does this guy deserve a break? What about the poor animals? But I think sports and sports heroes, we have to recalibrate what role they play in society anymore because they are fundamentally human.
Do you think he'll ever play again?
I think that probably. I actually heard Pete Rose was going to be up for, maybe they were going to lift the ban on him for the what is it, the All-Stars or one of those things for baseball, the Hall of Fame. So if he doesn't play with the NFL, maybe he could take his lessons to the school fields, the school ball fields, and learn from his lessons.
So what is your opinion about the reinstatement of Michael Vick into the NFL?
Well, to my idea, if he's a professional, he can be let it go to play. As far as also his mistake, he pay for it. Once he pay for it, I don't think there is no reason that why not reinstate it. So he have a right to play the game if he's qualified to be professional. He is. That's it.
So what is your opinion on the reinstatement of Michael Vick into the NFL?
Well, personally what he did with the dogs really offends me, but I do believe the man served his time and deserves another chance.
Do you think he's sincere with his apology?
Do I what?
Do you think his apology at the press conference was sincere?
Well, I think so, yeah. I mean, like I said, the man served his time. He deserves another shot at making a living, so.
Do you think
like I said, what he did with the dogs is despicable.
Do you think he'll ever play again?
I do think the NFL's about big money, and he's talented. He'll get a job.
What is your opinion on the reinstatement of Michael Vick into the NFL?
They're just making money. It's like morality and what's right and wrong has no relevance. It's just, can you make money on the deal? Make money.
Do you think he deserves to be forgiven for his mistake?
Eventually, everybody should be forgiven. Whether or not he should be presented to the public as a model, no, he's not a model. And I think our sports figures should be models of model human beings and not just money-making machines.
Do you think he'll ever play again?
Oh, he'll play because people are going to make money on him. He'll make money. He'll make lots of money. And the issue of whether or not he's a good role model for other people or any sort of a social leader, which is what I think good athletes should be,
Michael Vick, he's one of the best to say that, after all he went through, yeah, his reinstatement going to be a good thing.
What do you think about what he did, what he went to jail for?
We all make mistakes, we human, what can you say? But, holding him back from the game that he loved, that's really going too much. That's like overboard right there.
Do you think he can still be a positive role model?
Yeah. Without failure, how you going to have success, you go through something a little bit, and whatever you make of, just make the best of it, he made a mistake. What can you say? He made a mistake. You really can't knock him too much for that.
The dog fighting, you can go back to Arkansas, Oklahoma and all that. You got your chicken fighting and all that. And I don't think that that's too much harder than actually chicken fighting. And why would you hold that man, why would you hold him responsible, and why would you actually end his career, because he's a specialist on the quarterback level. Why would you end his career behind something like that? I can't see that, no.
Do you think he'll ever play again?
I would like to see Michael Vick because he was an expert on throwing that ball, man. Yes, I would like to see Michael Vick play again. Yes, sir.
And what team do you think should take him?
I think, now I got my favorite team. Should I take him as a backup quarterback or the actual quarterback? Now, I think if any team down here, man, it's got to take him, if James will take him, I would say go ahead and send in the Raiders and let Al Davis deal with that. But I'll tell you what, if you get Michael Vick, man, on the Raiders, man, you got a straight-up quarterback.
People that help me, and, even though he, did something wrong, they say, I'm not sure, I don't know, but he needs another chance because I followed his career, and he just made a mistake, so.
What's the best thing that you like about him?
I like the way he throws the ball, and I like the way he brings people to the stadium, and he's just a football that is in his life, and I just want to see him come back.
Do you think he will play again?
I think they will, because he's it's up to the commissioner, I guess, and the staff, but I like to see him come back.
But he served his time. He should be reinstated immediately.
Can I ask you?
Mike, don't go to Don't go to the United States Football League. Don't let him do that.
Do you think he deserves to be forgiven in the American eye?
Yes, listen, this is America, society, this country was built on forgiveness. White man ain't gave us our 40 acres and a mule. We forgive him. Yes, everybody deserves another chance.
Michael Vick, he's already done his time for this. So in America, people have an opportunity to continue with their lives. The man spent almost 2 years in jail. It's not fun being in jail, and it's like 3 days in jail, you're like everybody else. There's nothing good about being in jail, and to spend that much time in jail, you don't spend that kind of time in jail for nothing. And I think this is a real good opportunity for him to get back with the dogs in a friendly aspect, be a dog advocate, and he should do okay. And regardless of whether he would go into the NFL or any kind of job, whatever, like I say, the main thing is that he did his time for this stuff. And as far as I'm concerned, the dog episode's all over and done.
Do you think that he has an opportunity to still be a positive role model for children and youth?
Actually, I think that he's got more of a chance now than he had at first, because he definitely, I can't say he has vindication to do. Like I say, he's done his time. But he can definitely show that he's a friend to the animals. I own a cat myself.
It's unclear what team Michael Vick will play for now. But one thing that is clear is that it won't be for the Atlanta Falcons. That concludes this episode of Street Talk. Please post your comments at yourtake.blip.tv. I'm Teresa Willis.